It's your boy, Young Kiyoma, aka the GOAT. And by that, I mean the GOAT Potemkin player of all time. Y'all thought I was done with that. Aka Young Seto Kaiba, aka Nick, and Oreo.
And it is your third host, Josh, aka JC, aka ARO, Chief Assistant of Anti-Racism Organization.
Oh!
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And welcome back!
Okay.
Welcome back to episode 25.
aka another episode where we only have two hosts.
Yeah, as you can tell, I came in second. That means our second host is not available.
I know it's been a time skip, guys. I know we haven't all been seen together since the time skip. I get it. I understand.
Yeah, it's a little break. Yeah.
But like last episode I was in a tournament, okay?
Yeah,
in a tournament for Strive.
Talk about that.
I will get to that. And today, more important news, reason that PJ's not here is because he unfortunately has come down with the COVID.
Unfortunately, yep. Yeah.
Racism strikes again.
That is correct. Racism comes out of nowhere, takes the crops, and just steps on it. Just disgusting.
Raises it to the ground.
Wow.
Just burns it down, all of it.
Ugh. Disgusting.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. And what can you do, bruh? So yeah. Hopefully he'll be back for the next episode. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But yeah. Send my prayers towards him, cause golly, man, It's no joke. It's no joke.
It's not. It's real.
Yeah.
So, I guess I can get a little bit into the tournament. I have a few topics this week actually for once. So, it's a little tournament called Levo, whatever. It's a Leffen's Evo. It's Leffen's tournament. Leffen runs it. And for those who don't know, I'm not a big Leffen fan. I won't publicly say anything rude about him or anything because there's no reason to. Nor do I hate him or anything. I'm just personally not a big Leffen fan.
Respect that.
But I was like, you know what, free to enter, and the prize pool, I might as well, right? So I entered. I ended up not getting very far. I later realized what the issue was, but we'll get to that. It was an issue on my end. Whatever.
Okay.
So, first off, y'all, not even Leffen or his team, none of the organizers, it's not their fault for this. Y'all are fucking stupid. Alright.
Quarantine got people.
These fighting game players, I don't know, y'all used to be so smart back in the day, bro.
What happened, bro?
What happened? Alright.
Yeah.
I swear, everything you needed to know was in a small sheet that you read when signing up. It took like 5 minutes to read.
5 minutes, bro.
Niggas would come into the Discord asking the mods and the tournament organizers the same fucking questions as like you could have just read that.
You literally had it right in front of your face.
You could have read that. It's right there, bro.
Yeah.
You can even go back to the page. You can go refresh it, reread it if you need to, if you don't understand something.
Yeah.
Niggas always come in, what time does it start? Yo, when's the amateur bracket?
Bro.
Please, shut up.
Yeah, stop.
I don't know how TOs do it. I don't get it. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed. Getting that shit 80 times in one day. I'd be so mad. I'd be livid.
Bro. Be roasting them. Just like, dog, I had enough.
And then the players is just, they're stupid. They're just stupid. That's just how fighting game players are. And I'm a Potemkin player and I'm saying this. But y'all are dumb as hell, bro. I don't know what's happened in the past few years, but y'all are tripping. Okay.
Sad fate.
So I joined the Discord. I ended up leaving after the tournament because I don't care. I joined the Discord and the entire day I just kept on reading people joining and sending the same messages, and I'm sitting there mad. I'm not even one of the mods. I'm sitting there mad. I'm just like, what? Just read, nigga, read.
Yeah, just read, bro.
And tournament starts. A lot of people don't understand how to use the message function on Smash GG because it's their first time using it. Spoiler alert, it was my first time using it too, but you literally just use your brain once and you figure it out. So in my first round, I'll explain my journey. I ended the tournament 2-2. I didn't go 0-2, which is a surprise, but I finished the tournament 2-2. I should have went further, but I'll explain. So round 1, I go against Amelia on Potemkin, so that's unfortunate.
You like that?
I'm down. It's best of 5, so it's you win 3 games, you win, right?
Mm-hmm.
I lost 2 games in a row, and started coming back. So it was 2-2. Unfortunate. I'm pretty sure it was on my end. I'm gonna assume it was on my end, so I'm less mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
In our last round, I was about to land one of my supers, but a lag spike happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it was on my end. I'm gonna assume it was on my end, because if it was on their end, I'm gonna get angry. So I'm just gonna assume it was on mine, right? So I missed it. Okay. I died for it. I go, fuck. I lost round 1. I'm about to go out 0-2. And this entire time I'm in a call with Esper. We were talking about her before the thing started. Shout out to twitch.tv/Esperload as well.
She the homie?
I was in a call with her the entire time. And my second round, she's like, are you like stressed at all? Or like anxious or anything? And I go, nah, I just got hoed by leg. And she was like, did you? And so we we looked back at it, and I watched the replay for the match.
And
it looked like I was like a little bit off with my super, and so I was like on my screen, he was directly above me, so I wouldn't have missed that. But in reality, it was a little bit jittery because of the connection fucking up. But it's whatever. I'm not the type to blame losses on lag. He was a better player than me anyways. I got lucky those 2 rounds. Fuck it, whatever. Second match happened, and I'm going against a Giovanna. Now, Giovanna, in my opinion, is a hot take. I think Giovanna is the only good matchup for Potemkin in the game. I think Potemkin's a shit character. Anybody who thinks he's broken, please learn how to read. But I went against Giovanna, and she asked if I was stressed or anxious, and I saw the character. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of stressed, and I was kind of scared or whatever. And then I saw the character I was going against, so I said, never mind. She was like, I go, this is gonna be a breeze. That confidence is something I should have kept, because I feel like that's what won me. But I won 3-1 in the Giovanna match. He was also a little bit laggy, which is what makes me think that it was my connection, right? Because 2 people back to back.
Yeah, 2 people. Yeah.
So that's what makes me think it was my connection. It wasn't bad enough for the people to get upset about it, but it was bad enough for like every now and then a small spike would happen and it would cause like somebody to miss something. Not even just me, just somebody.
Yeah.
But regardless, that happens is whatever. Next guy, I add him on Discord. I fucking send him messages through Smash GG, everything. He doesn't respond. Nigga gets DQ'd. I get a free dub, right? And then I get to my final match against Nagoriyuki. Terrible matchup for Potemkin. Another character, you think Nagoriyuki's broken? You're stupid. Learn how to read. Oh, boo fucking who? The best player in the world is Nago, man. That's not why he's the best player in the world. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But regardless. Not even the best player in the world. Best player in NA. It's disputable if he's the best player in the world. But because he's an EVO winner, you can make the argument. So, he's a Nago player. He's a Nago player. Yeah, if you think he's broken because he's a Nago player, fuck you, nigga. Anyways. I'm getting sauced on by this Nago. I got obliterated for 2 rounds. Or 2 games. And then I won a game. And then after winning the game, this match didn't lag, by the way. This match, no lag. He just beat my ass.
Okay.
But after the first game I won, I got to the second game, and then I started getting stressed. And this entire tournament, I was also dealing with another situation that would be a funny topic to talk about, but it was hell to live. But it's funny. But regardless, I I lose to him in the round after that because I started basically just getting super anxious, and then I was out. and I was like, okay, whatever. Like, fuck it. But yeah. Speaking of Guilty Gear, Jacko just came out, which is pretty cool. She's hot. That's
the new
mainly
character.
the only reason. That's the only reason people care about her. But she's cool. Fuck it.
Okay.
I think who she is in lore is pretty sick. I fuck with all the beings related to Arya or whatever, but I'm not gonna get into Guilty Gear lore on stream or on recording because we'll be here all fucking day. Speaking of lore, I know I'm getting sidetracked a lot.
No, you good.
I wasn't here last episode, so I have a lot to talk about. Speaking of lore, yes, I did. 2 days ago, I watched a video titled "The Complete Story of Payday." This is all of the lore of Payday. I knew about it's a 4-hour, 13-minute long video. I watched. I had already known like 2 hours worth of information going in because I was a big Payday player back in the day.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the other 2 hours. Very good video. Very informative. Payday lore makes no fucking sense. I mean, it makes sense. Like, it all adds up. Fine, right? Like, there's a few things here and there that's like, why did that happen? But it all adds up. Fair. It's just a lot of shit that's like, why is this in a game where I shoot niggas and rob niggas?
Yeah, like, it's just deep and like...
Because and it's like I love shit like that. It's sick, but like, why? Like, for example, think about this. I'll give you a brief fucking example, okay? So, where do I begin? What's a good example of how I represent this? There's the main villain you find out is a guy called the Dentist. He's one of the guys earlier in the game. He gives your team contracts, right? Eventually you find out later on that he was using you for those contracts for a greater gain because he is there's a thing, there's like 3 kings, and there's like each king is like presides over a thing, and he's basically like his whole thing is like he's technically the king of heaven or whatever, and he gets this technology that was created by the Nephilim, which is a race of aliens, but they're also seen as the biblical Nephilim because it's what people interpreted them as. And so there's them, and so the people from the past, like the Mayans and the Egyptians and the Mesopotamians and shit, thought that they worship those guys as gods. That's where they got their god ideas from. And so technology made by them is what people are looking for, so that they can basically take control of the world. And then there's like they have like this thing called the Ark of the Watcher, and like it's basically a race to see who gets that first, because whoever gets it is going to get reincarnated as the president of the United States, who currently has the most power in the world at the time. And so eventually Bane, one of the main characters, he gets it instead of the dentist because they killed the dentist for it. And like that. That's just an example. That's just an example of some stuff. So yeah, funny. That's Payday. The game, the heist game. Yeah, that one.
Yep. Everyone just comes in there to just shoot up banks and stuff. Yeah.
That game's so fun, dude.
It is. Bruh. Memories.
But yeah. So, I guess I was gonna explain. So during the tournament, I was dealing with a very bad situation because I had an affliction at the time as well. And I'm normally not one to make excuses, but I feel like this was justified. My stomach was hurting really, really bad. And now that I know that sounds like cap, that sounds like the my stomach hurt type shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you the story about how because my body and God both hate me, I had to go 10 days without shitting.
There's no way. You're lying.
So that we thought I was gonna have to go to the doctor for it. We legitimately thought it was gonna be a whole ordeal. I had to go to the doctor for it. Ended up not being the case. But during about 7 days in is when the tournament happened. And my stomach was in terrible, terrible pain because of it. And I actually, another thing that was contributing to the pain, which was a terrible mistake on my part as well, is because I was panicking about it. I wasn't eating. And so I had also gone like 4 or 5 days without eating.
Jesus.
and so like there was that, and I was just drinking water the entire time. So it was like, it was just hell. And so during the tournament, my stomach was actually legitimately, no joke, in excruciating pain.
Dang, bro.
And looking back on it, that situation's kind of funny. But living through that shit sucked. So,
I bet, nigga.
Basically, even though I really had no control over it, because it was just something that eventually, like, it just happened. But, like, don't go 10 days without doing that.
I'll go 1 day. God dang.
Don't go 1 day. Well, some people's bodies are a little bit weird. As long as you go, like, once every, like, 2 or 3 days, at least, you're chilling. But don't go longer than that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. And if you do have a situation similar to mine where it's out of your control and it happens, eat stuff. It will only make your stomach feel worse if you don't. But just eat shit with a whole bunch of fiber in it. But just eat, bro. Do not psych yourself out.
Jesus.
And Josh knows this, but that situation was extra difficult on me because I'm already an insomniac. So I wasn't sleeping either.
Dang.
So the entire situation is just fucked. So yeah. Don't fuck around with that. And if you're forced to, then good fucking luck, cause I was forced to, and I just had to fucking, I just had to live with it, man.
God dang, that is, and the fact that you were still able to operate, that's beyond my, I wouldn't even be able to even do that. God dang, dude.
Yeah, I legitimately thought I was gonna have to go to the doctor, and you know how that shit goes, because I was like, oh no, that's money.
Yeah.
First off, that's money. Second off, I know that if I'm a worst case scenario, if I'm a worst case scenario in this situation, which obviously I wasn't, because I ended up being able to do shit without even having to go to the doctor. But if I had gone like 2 weeks or so, and had to go, there's a chance I could have had to do, they would have had to do very uncomfortable things, and or worst of the worst, cut my fucking stomach open. So
isn't that how Elvis died?
Didn't have to do that. No, he died to drugs, I think.
Huh, I was always told that he died because, I mean, he was drunk, but it was like,
I thought he died on the toilet, but he didn't die because, yeah. Hold on, let's look it up. I'm looking it up.
I heard it was like, he didn't take a dump, and bruh.
He was a heart attack. It was a heart attack.
It was a heart attack? Okay.
Yeah. It was a drug-induced heart attack. Kind of like a DMX. DMX also had a cocaine-induced heart attack.
Yeah, just it.
But yeah, so that's legitimately, I will, and it sounds like an excuse, but I will legitimately blame my loss on that. Because I feel like if I didn't feel like the worst, I would have done well in the tournament.
Yeah. That is something else, bro. Okay.
Luckily, I'm good now.
Yeah, because I don't know how you went through that the whole time.
Yeah, and I say 10 days because that's the least amount of time it could have taken, so I'm assuming it was 10, because I ended up being able to do something, but it's anywhere between 10 and 13. So
beyond me, bro. Beyond me.
Yeah, so warning to all of you, don't do that. And if you're forced to, don't make the same mistakes I did.
Interesting.
It's a learning experience. And I mean, yeah. I mean, I know it's probably one of those things where you're like, why the fuck would he just say this publicly? But, you know, niggas need to learn. So.
Okay. All right. Well, other than that, anything else? What you been up to lately and stuff?
No, that's about how it's been going. Other than like I said, I mean, I've been talking to Espa a little bit more. She's cool, I guess.
I guess.
Not insinuating that there are any plans for any particular thing in the works right now, of course.
This nigga here.
Not at all. Not to insinuate a possible future with something related to streaming, of course. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah. So ridiculous.
Nothing related to content in the slightest, actually. Couldn't be.
Oh my god. Yeah, man. For me, man, it's a interesting week, to say the very least. Had my my first drink this week. Yeah. Which was a cocktail. Of course, I'm not fucking stupid. I don't drink chemicals.
Fair.
Yeah, it was it was called a Coral Crush. It was mixed with a grenade. I forgot the term, but it's pretty much rum and mango drink and pineapple and peach. And then you have it on the rocks and stuff.
Yo ass, of course your ass would go for the healthiest drink option.
Bro, I was like, no, I'm doing the lightest. I'm not like you niggas. I don't just get drunk.
So, for y'all that don't know, Josh had health complications once, and because of that, lives and dies by his health.
Bro, and not even just that, though. Not even just that. It's just like, I'm not trying to walk around like, I could just do it once, knowing that if I somehow develop a addiction for it, you're gonna catch me at the bar, getting wasted. That's just not, it's not cash money, man. So like, anyone who's trying to drink, like, I would say just go for a girly drink, but I'm not even gonna drink until maybe 6 months later. But that's gonna be, again, cocktails, and it's gonna be like girly drinks, so nothing like crazy.
And this is okay because Josh did turn 21 recently, so.
Yes, sir.
Me and him both did.
We both did, indeed. And yeah, I will say, so it also confirmed a myth that if you drink like an alcoholic beverage through a straw, you get drunk faster. Because even though it was like a light, alcoholic beverage, I was drinking it through a straw and I finished it fast. And I saw that I had this, by the way, my shout out to my coworkers. They're the ones who got me the drink anyway. So.
Oh, free? It was free?
Yeah.
That shit tasted way better because of that shit.
Yeah, I was like, bro, it was a birthday thing. So they were like, we got you. And I'm like, oh, thanks. Because Lord knows I ain't got the freaking money for a drink. But yeah, they all had it and I finished it before them. And they were like, yo, this man is crazy. And I was wondering why, until I would say like 30 minutes in, my head started feeling like very heavy. Like it was like to the point where I started feeling a little dizzy. And then at first I was like, nigga, it's a light drink. Like you're not gonna get drunk off of this. Like stop. So I wasn't thinking it was that. But then they were like, yo, you good? Are you feeling anything? And I'm like, well, I am feeling a little heavy. And then they told me, oh, no, that's probably because you finished it fast and you finished it through a straw. And I was like, what does that have to do with anything? And they were saying, well, when you drink it through a straw, it makes you get drunk faster, I guess. So, and I guess the theory behind it is that usually when you're drinking an alcoholic beverage, you're either doing a shot or like, you're taking sips at a time. So like if you're if you're using a straw, not only like the flow of it is coming in faster, like if you finish it quickly, the chances of you getting drunk is going to be faster. So I guess I got a little bit, I wouldn't say tipsy, but just I felt the effects.
You felt it, yeah.
But it wasn't heavy enough to get me drunk or anything. But it was, I don't know. I thought it was cool because that was one of the things that I wanted to do. I was like, bro, before I die, I needed to get a freaking alcoholic beverage, bro. I just want to know how it tastes. And yeah, it was very sweet. Something that I'm not really ever probably gonna do, because that was a lot. I could tell there was a lot of like sugar. In it. Yeah, and
I told y'all. This nigga is a freak for his health, bro.
Yeah, like
I respect it. That is not a bad thing.
Yeah, and I'm no joke, bro. Yeah, like health scares earlier this year, and bruh, nah. So yeah, that was my little experience earlier this week. Other than that, man, honestly, bruh, like I finished videos and bruh, it's been boring, dog. Like I finished up everything I need to do as far as packing on the stuff that I can do. So pretty much the women of this household has to do the rest, like the kitchen, and my mom has to do her room. But we get in the house next Tuesday, the preceding Tuesday. So and we move Thursday. So I think.
And to clarify, you said you cleaned everything that wasn't the kitchen in her room?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like I packed everything upstairs. I just packed, like finished packing my stuff in my room. And when we get the keys to the house, we just plan on like my setup and stuff. I'm just gonna like move it to the house because the house is like 8 minutes away from where we live now. So we just plan on like not packing stuff that we're gonna use anyway as soon as we get to the house. So we decided just to move it as soon as we get the keys. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I also I was gonna wait until I get my vlog. I'm working on a vlog. I kind of want to work on like I guess a setup, upgrading my setup vlog thing, I guess.
He also does one every time he moves.
Yeah, so it's just kind of tradition when I go to the dorms or whatever. I just do a vlog. So I guess the problem is by the time I get there and by the time I order the stuff, I get paid on the 10th. And by the time I order the stuff, it's going to come in a few days later. And I've had a lot of people hitting me up like, yo, when's the next video and stuff? And so I'm like, okay, people actually watch these videos. So I have to, get it going. So I have like, let's say like 10 plus videos already made. And unlisted, so I'm just gonna start uploading this weekend, and just start going, and then by the time
make sure you hype up neon lights in your videos.
Oh yeah, I might. Honestly, I might put it in the outro. Yeah, but yeah, pretty much. And I'm also, I really don't care about like a new house and all this new stuff because that new house.
You just want the internet.
Yeah, like that was like the whole thing. I just want the internet, man. Like I'm not really too big. I mean, if it comes with a nice house, that's cool. But like, nigga, I need internet, So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Other than that, I am, I guess, chilling, as some will say, So yeah, that's how I've been doing.
I guess that's an idea for a topic because I just brought it up. I guess since we didn't get to last episode because I wasn't here, you and me can talk about like our process making like neon lights and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because for the uninitiated, me and Josh here, JC,
yes sir,
dropped an EP under the name The Bartenders, which is going to be our rap group.
Yeah.
It is a rap duo. Really.
Bartenders.
Yeah. we released the EP Neon Lights, and it's 5 songs.
Yep, 5.
So why don't you explain how you felt about the project after releasing it?
Man, it felt like a relief because I mean, I guess it wasn't really much of a dang, like that took forever, but it was like we kind of like finished like the base or the foundation of it pretty quickly. And since it was just only 5 tracks, I finished. So pretty much, we started off just working on the production. Okay, so we might as well just explain the whole.
Let's give the story. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so pretty much like we started doing this. The homie Nick, he hit me up, and he was saying, "Yo, I was listening to that lo-fi track that you dropped recently, which was Lost in Thought." And he was like, "Yo, bruh, like I was freestyling over it too, and if you don't mind, I would like to do like a remix and hop on it." And I was like, "Bet." And so originally he also told me that how PJ was saying like, "Yo, I think Nick sounds good over lo-fi beats." And so that was kind of like, I guess, the start of it was like, okay, since that's kind of, maybe we could just start trying this out. Since I sound good over this, maybe we can see what we can do with this. So yeah, originally, he did his thing on Lost in Thought, and I dropped it as like a remix thing. And then afterwards, I remember I was like, "Yo, if you need me to make any other beats or whatever, I got you." And then I sent him the instrumental to Intermission, which was a beat I made not too long ago after I made Lost in Thought.
Yeah.
So then I guess a few days later, he hit me up. He was saying, "Yo, like, I, not gonna lie, want to hop on this one too." And so like we were in a call, and then it just, I guess we started talking about what we always been kind of talking about when it comes to me and him doing music, which was us working on, I guess, an idea that we have. I don't want to say too much, but we were working on our own idea as far as a collab project and stuff like that. And so then that's when he occurred, "Yo, might as well just make like a little EP, like a little 5-track EP. Maybe we can just a collab EP where we just give them a little prologue before, you know, the actual first release and all that stuff." And I was like, you know what? I was just kind of feeling the vibe of it. I was like, screw it, why not? And it was like a challenge.
That caught me very off guard, because I literally was in the middle of the call, and just out of nowhere, like in my brain, I was like, "Yo, we should drop EP." And Josh goes, "I bet, say less." And I said, "Huh?"
Yeah, because he didn't think I was gonna say yes.
I didn't think he was gonna say yes, and so there I was fucking panicking. I was like, "Shit."
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't expect this nigga to say yes.
Yeah.
But then that night I was like, all right, fuck it, we can work on this beat you sent. So we worked on Intermission that night.
Yeah.
And we liked how that sounded, which is funny because Intermission's actually the last song on the project, but it's actually the first
one we worked on.
The first one we worked on.
Yeah.
Aside from the remix for
Lost in Thought
was the first track of the album, because it was the Cycle freestyle.
Yeah, the Cycle freestyle.
And that led to the idea of Josh also making his own solo track, which ended up being the second track on the EP, which was also the last one that was worked on.
Yeah.
Which that one's a story in itself, but I'll let you tell that. So before we get to that though, I would like to bring up that the day after we worked on Intermission, I hit Josh up. We start talking. He goes, "I'm gonna finish up the beat. I'm gonna mix this. I'm gonna master it, and then we're gonna see where we go from here." And then later that day, while he was mixing, he goes, "I don't know if it'd be in the spirit of the album, but I kind of feel like doing something jazzy." And I said, "Then fucking do it. Well, what's the spirit? It's a 5-track EP. What's the spirit of it?" And he goes, "You right." So he tries to find a good sample, and then eventually settles upon a sample that wasn't really jazzy, but it was too good for him to pass up, and ended up making the beat for "Light 'Em Up."
Yep.
And so before we ended the call for that night, Josh goes, he sends me the beat and goes, "Hey, I need your expertise on this beat." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Everybody knows you as the bar guy, so I'm gonna need you to prove that here."
Yep.
And I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "We need bars on this nigga." I said, "What about you?" He goes, "What about me?" I said,
"Yeah.
"Do you want me to bar it up?" And he goes, "Yes, I want you to be the piece for this song."
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, I guess.
Yep.
And so, and he can attest this. In the call, I started freestyling that.
Yeah,
I started freestyling Light 'Em Up.
Yep.
I literally started freestyling in the call, Light 'Em Up, and then I was like, okay, I think I'm good to go here. And then I wrote down all the lines I had that like I thought were really good from when I was freestyling. And then I freestyled once more after muting my mic to record, and then was like, oh yeah, I like that, and so I put that together and then recorded my verse. Next day, and then like I sent them to him that night. And he goes, bet. He starts trying to mix it the next day because he records his verse the next day. And he sends me a message and goes, "Hey, your verse is good, right?" And I said, "What's the problem?" He goes, "For some reason, it's coming out low in the mix." He goes, "So I'm gonna need you to redo it." And I immediately go, "Oh fuck, I forgot to save my lines."
Dang, yeah.
And so I was like, I sent him a message back like I wasn't even considering that. I was like, you know what? I got you. Don't worry about it. And so I immediately was like, okay, I need to remember my lyrics and find out what to do here. So I re-listened to my verse once because luckily I still had it saved. And then I wrote down the lyrics and then realized that I had forgotten some of the lyrics when I was writing it down, and I was like, I'm too lazy to pull my verse back up, so, and I don't want to listen to my voice again, so I'm just gonna freestyle some more. And so I started recording and eventually got some lines I liked and then wrote those down on the paper as well. Or on the notepad. It was on PC, not on paper. Got me fucked up. I think I'm writing on paper. But I was like, okay, I think I like this. And so I re-recorded it and sent it back to him within like 3 hours. Or something like that. It wasn't that long. I was like, this is pretty good. And then he put it in the mix and I just get a message back that says, "Nigga, what is this?"
Yeah.
And I go, what you mean was this? He goes, "This better than the first one."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Way better.
And I said, what you mean it's better than the first one? He goes, "This is the best flow you've ever had."
Yeah. Hands down.
I want you to know, later that night when we dropped it, I got a message from Kanye. Shout out Kanye on Spotify.
Shout out to homie.
I got a message from Solus.
Shout out
Twitch.tv/Solus Switch. I got a message from one of my other friends. From this Discord server I'm in that are now the niggas I play 14 with. And they were all like, "This flow is insane."
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And Cam told me very surprising detail that I don't know if I told you. He said his favorite's Intermission.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
That was unexpected from me because I thought his favorite was gonna be Light 'Em Up, hands down.
Yeah.
but he said he really liked Intermission. But yeah, so that's how that went. And Light 'Em Up turned out really well, and the sample was also insane. That beat is, that's my second favorite beat on the album. My first favorite is This Heart. But we can get into the story of that later. But before we get to the story of that, there's an equally funny one. Josh, why don't you talk about the us trying to get Neon Lights, the self-titled song, settled?
Oh man, yeah, that was man. Hook, like, making a good song is like no joke. It's no joke, bro. Because I think that was our hardest song to work on. Just hands
Together.
off, because as soon as we got the idea of what we wanted to say on it, we were like, cool. Wait, this kind of sounds like when you hear the, jazzy saxophone, and the melodies.
I do have a little bit of my own input here that you like. I would have to tell you from my personal perspective because you weren't there for it. But I'll let you explain the gist of it and then fill in blanks later.
Yeah, but like the when you hear that saxophone, and then you hear just the 4-bar loop, it's like, okay, this kind of sounds like it needs a hook, bro. That was when, and then the thing we were like, okay, we could probably make something, right? We can make a hook. Then it's like,
and for reference, I have never in my life dropped a song with a hook.
Yeah.
And no, scratch that. I've had one hook on a song in my life, but here's the thing about all my songs. Other than 2, I deleted every single song that I ever uploaded to SoundCloud. Because they were shit. But I've never done a hook. And Josh tells me the second we both come across with the idea for a hook, he goes, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I was like, no.
And I said, nigga, what? He goes, you got the vocals, go for it.
Yeah.
And I go, you are a giant fucking hoe.
Because I'm not gonna lie, we originally thought the only way this hook could be done is if someone had to sing on it, bruh. Like, we needed someone to sing something on it. And I was like, nah, that's not me. That's not me. It's this nigga right here. Go ahead, go.
And I said, I don't do no singing, nigga. You said, well, you do more singing than me.
Yeah. I was like, nah, you gonna have to do more.
He was adamant. He was so fucking adamant. Nigga said, I made the beat. I write my verse.
Yeah.
You gotta sing.
Yeah, you gotta sing. I am not doing that.
He said, I put in all this work. You gonna have to put in some work.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll say my part. This song took us like 4 or 5 days, as opposed to the other songs that we did all in a few hours. This one took like 4 or 5 days because we were just sitting there like, I couldn't figure out my verse, let alone a hook.
Yeah.
First off, I couldn't find a verse.
Isn't that song was the only one that you had to actually like write?
I actually wrote the verse on that one. Yes.
Okay.
And Josh, that's the only song on the album that I actually wrote for. I freestyled everything else. But Josh, was also struggling to write a verse for that one because I think his verse took him like 1 or 2 days, but he was fine with his once he wrote it. And at that point, my voice was also fucked up as well when I recorded it because we had been recording somewhere.
Yeah.
Along with me like streaming every day and stuff.
Yeah. And
so my throat was fucked up, and it's slightly noticeable in the song, but it doesn't sound bad, so it's fine. But yeah, so he goes, you're gonna have to sing this hook. So I come up with fucking like 30 hooks. Probably. Like at least 30. As the days go on. And I hadn't even found out my verse yet. And I was trying different hooks, I was trying different sounds with it, I was singing, I was doing all this other stuff. And I just couldn't get one that sounded good. And then I slowly started realizing like, okay, there's another sound here that's making it not sound that good when I do like something singing over it. It wasn't. So for the most part, it actually wasn't that my singing was bad. It was the fact that it just sounded like there was too much. It was too crowded on the hook.
Mm-mm.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
And so me and Josh end up in a call like 4 days later. And in the call, I go, dude, I just can't get this fucking hook. He goes, yeah, it took me a little while to write my verse too. And I said, no, like it sounds too crowded when I sing. And then he was like, oh yeah, you know, maybe we shouldn't have the saxophone there. And then the second he said that, I said, wait. I said, Josh, it's crowded because I'm trying to sing over a saxophone.
Yeah.
And he goes, what do you mean? And I go, Josh, maybe I didn't need to sing.
Yeah.
And then he thinks about it for a second. He goes, oh shit, wait. Because the saxophone's already a high sound.
Yeah.
And I said, Josh. And then on the spot, I literally told him, I say, I'll be right back. Yeah. Record a hook on the spot, send it back to him. He goes, I like this. And I go, fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, because it just went back full circle of like, okay, we didn't have to sing on it.
Fucking week. He ruined my fucking week. I was already like just stressing to find a hook. I was like, fuck you, nigga. And then right there, I came up with a hook, and I was like, fuck, what do I do for a verse? And so I just like started trying to freestyle verse. I couldn't find anything that fit. So I literally that night, we left the call. That night, I sat there just writing my verse like for an hour or two, and was like, I'm okay with this. And then I recorded it and was like, fuck, my throat sounds kind of fucked up. That one didn't have as many takes as most of the other songs though. But you know, after like 5 to 10 takes, I was like, okay, this is good. And then I was like, my throat sounds a little bit messed up. And I was like, but it kind of fits with the tone of the song, so I'm not too opposed to that. And then I send it to Josh. He wakes up. He goes, oh, this is good. And then he goes, you finally finished your verse, huh? And I said, we can't all finish our verses early like you, but you know, whatever. Fine, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that Neon Lights was a struggle, but not as big a struggle as.
Oh my god.
Tell him about it.
All right, so I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think the hardest track for me to do was This Heart. Originally it was Intermission because, nigga, I forgot the annoyance of doing vocal takes. I don't know if anyone who's listening, probably some of y'all done vocal takes, but it's like you're trying to get the best take and make it presentable for people to listen to. So it's like the hardest thing ever. And like I had the struggle. So, but not until okay, so the vocal, after I got done with Intermission, I was kind of already like used to vocal takes, and like I was already okay, I can do another song and whatever. I'm good. I think This Heart was the hardest one for me because I originally didn't feel like rapping on anything. I knew in my head, if I'm gonna have my own single track, I want something that sounds very sad, but not like a lo-fi sad, but more of like a jazzier sad where it's like it's raining, it's, you know, thunderstorms, life sucks, but you still got to keep moving forward. That type of sad. And I remember even sending Nick, like, there's this one track, shout out to Psalm Trees, one of my favorite lo-fi producers. He produced this one track called No Lies, and that is exact feel that I wanted when it came to a jazz hop track. And I wanted to rap on a jazzy track. I just knew it, and I wanted the same type of feeling. I knew it before I even started working on it. So, but before, I mean, I guess I knew that in my head, but I still wind up making the first beat. So the first beat was originally a lo-fi track. I was like, okay, and I made this like, I think right after I made Light 'Em Up. So I was like, all right, I'm chilling. I made all the production. So now we just got to work on one by one. So when it came to we finished everything and now it's just up to me to finish This Heart, I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to start writing. Monday, Bro, I sat there.
Hold up. One thing I will say to preface this story is this nigga said to me the night he had the idea for this heart. I knew he wanted to one up me so bad.
No,
because this nigga says to me, this nigga says to me, he goes, "I think I'm gonna go to the park to write."
Bro.
And I said, "Nigga, what?"
Bro.
And he goes, "Yeah, I think I might need to go to the park to write to get some inspiration." I said, "This nigga looking for inspiration. He done lost his damn mind. He about to beat my ass verbally."
You know, that's all cap because you the barsmith, you outshine and stole the show. But anyway.
Continue.
Yeah, so the first beat, I'm not even gonna hold it to you. I couldn't even write the first line. I was like, why is this not hitting? Like, I don't know what it was. I just couldn't feel inspired to write anything. And one thing about me is that, like, I let the beat kind of speak for me. I don't really just start. Sometimes I'll just start writing when I'm just like chilling, but when I have like a beat presented to me and I'm like, okay, I gotta write, I let it speak for me. So that's how I know that like the beat is good enough for me to rap on it. It did not hit at all. So the whole Monday I sat there at work just like, okay, I can't write anything. But I didn't want to be like, dang, now I gotta refund it, because I was like, I don't know. And then that's when I really realized I kind of want to rap on a jazz track. And I actually started writing a little bit of the idea for this heart on that No Lies beat that I was talking about, because it just came to me. So I was like, okay, that's the type of beat I need to get. I need to get at least the same feeling if I can. I am right now, my struggle as trying to become an inspired lo-fi producer is to produce jazz hop tracks and without samples. So that's like the hardest thing for me. So I knew if I can't get a jazz track, then I at least need to get something that's the same feeling. So then that's when I told Nick, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, this beat is not feeling it. It's not hitting for me. So I don't know what day it happened, but he hit me. Well, I think we got in the call, and then that was when I was like, all right, I gotta make this. I gotta make a new beat. We gotta find this. And we were sitting there trying to find samples. We were trying to, bro.
We were digging through crates.
Yeah, we were digging
through crates for a while,
bruh. And we found a lot of secrets and a lot of samples that people use in the lo-fi community and stuff. And it was cool, but I was like, still haven't got my sample. So it wasn't until, I don't know if it was the same night or the next day I talked to you, or I don't know when, but it wasn't until I was in a call and I was sharing my screen and I found this sample. I told him, like, yo, I think I found the sample. And then we got in a call, blah, blah, blah. And then I started making the beat, and it was weird. I made the beat so quickly and I finished it, and the beat sounded really good. And we were like, yo, like, this is it. You know, this might be, you know, we can do this. Now you got it. And so we really fuck with the beat. So I was like, all right, next day, I go to work, and I'm trying to write, because that's like the prime time for me to kill time. I don't know. I started writing a little bit, but then after that, I couldn't go any further. And I was like, why not? Why not? I like this beat. Why? So the next day, I do the same thing. Couldn't do anything. So then, that was when I hit up Nick. I was like, nigga, I think I might need to go to the park, bruh. I think I need to go to the park to pull this out, because I felt like as an artist, like, you want to be doing something different in your environment, something new that you normally don't do in your daily regimen. Because when you keep doing the same thing in the same setup and it's just gonna get old, right? So yeah, and he was like, all right, bet. So I went to the park, and since I live in the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma, I was sitting there on the park bench with freaking a bunch of prairie dogs running around and shit. I was chilling. And so I wrote like one extra sentence or one extra line, and that was it. And I was like, this is not right. I was like, I should feel inspired. Like, what is going on? So I'm not gonna lie. The next day, I did not even want to listen to beat. I was already kind of tired of listening to it. So I'm like, what the freak is going on? I can't put it on my head. So that was when I hit up Nick and I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really feeling this beat. And then that was when I guess it hit to me. Nick was like, yo, that's fine. But just remember, like, take your time. Don't do shit that you don't want to do or feel like doing. If it's not fun anymore, don't do that. And it was like, oh, I know that. But then I didn't really get that until I realized just because we were dead set on that beat doesn't mean that that was going to be it. If I still don't fuck with the beat that we both fuck with, then just scratch it off, bro. Like, it's over.
Yep. We'll keep that for something else.
Yeah. So as good as that beat we thought it was, I said, nah, I can't do this. So that was the same morning I was looking for samples again. And I came across this one dude on YouTube that was sharing a bunch of lo-fi melodies and chord progressions for free. And the name was Prophet. Shout out to him. And now I heard it. I heard the melody and I was like, this sounds like I hear a beat. I don't know what I hear, but I hear something. So then when I came back from home, I started working on the beat and I finished it all that one morning. And I was like, huh. And I just started writing. I exported it, went to the park, finished it, came back, took the take, mixed it, and I was like, Nick, I'm done. Just like that, all in one day. Mm-hmm. And I found out that I think it was just the tempo, to be honest, because the previous beat, the tempo is a little bit more slower, or at least the drums. So the tempo of the Disheart version that you guys hear now is a little more faster in pace. So pretty much, yeah, that's how I got it done. And it was weird. It's just like I took my break, and usually I'm that type of person, if I have something I need to do, I want to get it done as fast as possible because I don't like to wait around and wait until it fixes itself. I like to get it done. But that was one thing I learned, sometimes you need to take breaks in order to get to where you want to get. And that's also a line in Disheart. So yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. And after that, we did final mixing, all that stuff, and worked on the cover, and we were ready. We were like, yep, let's drop this bitch.
Yeah, we dropped that at the end of episode 23. We'll drop it literally that night, and me and him were gonna probably have this conversation in episode 24, but I wasn't there because the aforementioned tournament.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how that goes.
That was a fun little challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was just something in my heart that was just like, screw it, why not? Like, I feel like I could get it done in a certain amount of time before I move. Screw it. So yeah.
Finished it all in less than a month. It was like 3 weeks.
Yeah, like
would have been shorter if Josh wasn't busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I liked the feedback that I got from people. Nobody really said anything bad about it. The only person that said anything bad about it was Sean, and that's just because he doesn't like the genre. So
yeah, opinions is opinions. So I was honestly, bro.
I think that's fair.
Honestly, bro, I didn't want to tell. I just put it out there, and all the people that I know that is on my Instagram and stuff, they checked it out. I didn't want to tell anyone and act like, yo, gotta check it out, because I was like, look, if you like it, you like it. If not, you
not. That's something that happened with me. I was like, hey, check it out if you want, check it out if you can.
Yeah.
I already made it, so I don't really care what you do from here on out.
Yeah, shout out my cousin Kat. She checked it out. She critiqued it. Something she didn't like about it. But you know, it's just one of those things. Like, you know, people are gonna have opinions about whatever you do, and you know, sometimes it's a good thing, criticism, sometimes it's bad. Who cares? You know, at the end of the day, if you like the final product, just run with it, bro. Then you ain't gotta worry about what other people think. Yeah. So yeah, bro. I will say there's more where that comes from.
There is. There definitely is. I don't know how active the bartenders are gonna be for a little while. But
that's true. Cause damn, bro, after this year, I'm taking a musical break. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god.
There's a reason for him saying that, by the way. It is y'all know.
Yeah,
y'all know.
I'm not gonna say too much, but I'm just like, god dang, bro, why am I doing this? Why am I like this, bro? Anyway.
And also Josh made his album earlier this year.
Yeah.
Zoe.
Yeah.
The lo-fi EP.
Yeah. It makes you really realize, even though we did like a 5-track EP, like the links just to get it finalized and done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I wasn't even confident in my mixing skills. I was just like, I hope it sounds good to y'all niggas.
Like, how the fuck those niggas get it done in 3 days, bro?
Yeah. That was a whole...
did Unlocked? How the fuck did y'all make Unlocked in 3 days?
That was a whole album, bro.
Kenny Beats and Zucker will never hear this. They will never hear this.
Yeah.
But if by some miracle somebody related them or them themselves, if y'all ever hear this, how the fuck y'all do that in 3 days?
3 days, bro.
Look, Denzel. How the fuck you freestyle all that in 3 days, bro?
That nigga, bro. That was a lot of yerba being drank. Like, bruh.
How the fuck? And Kenny, how the fuck you mixed it all in 3 days, bro?
Dude, and they had skits, bro. They had like a whole...
How the fuck did y'all do that?
And they had like visuals too and stuff. I'm like, nigga. Yeah.
There's something wrong with y'all. Y'all are on drugs. As Josh would say, you built like a
hybrid on crack, bro.
A hybrid on crack.
Jesus.
I don't know how the fuck you did that.
Jesus. That is beyond me.
That is absurd, is what that is.
Jesus.
I'll tell you that right now. All right. I mean...
Yeah. How long are we in?
A topic, Josh? We're an hour in.
Dang. All right.
Yeah.
I guess we're only going to be, doing news because there's a lot of news.
My bad.
Jesus.
My bad.
No, you good.
That's my mistake.
It happens. Bruh, because episode 24, we just literally talked about news, so I didn't even get to like my main topic. Bro, there's a lot of news. God dang. So, of course, let's start off with the ones that we're most acquainted with. Did you hear about the new Destiny 2 news?
I heard about it. I haven't checked out any of the stuff related to it, but I did, of course, hear about it. I do know that they showed off a little bit when it comes to Savathûn. I know that a lot of people are making memes about wanting to get railed by Savathûn. I know, what's it called?
What the hell is...
I know, there's some weird shit afoot. I do know that.
Oh,
but go ahead, elaborate.
Okay, so I don't know if you saw the little teaser trailer as well, but I guess this bitch can I mean, again, I don't know even though if this was told in the lore. I'm not as lore heavy as you and PJ, but I guess she can imitate others because now she has the Hive is using Guardian subclass.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. The Hive with the subclasses. That has to do with some Taken fuckery. And like I think it has something to do with the Taken fuckery and the song. I think people affected by the song, she can take their powers. I'm pretty sure, or something similar.
Yeah, I guess, cause bruh, I just thought of it like, not only we're gonna get Titan slammed in PvP, we're about to get Titan slammed in PvE.
Yeah.
I hate Titans, bro. Can we just have like a dedicated segment of the podcast of just shitting on Titans? Anyway, I don't know. I forgot when it's coming out, but yeah, I guess also Bungie apparently joins the ranks of Capcom, From Software, and other levels of whatchamacallit. Oh, this fucking article. Okay, so this article is saying like today Bungie proudly joins the ranks of Capcom, From Software, and other lovers of big ladies everywhere.
Because people are memeing getting railed by Savathun.
Yeah. I hate
man, man, I'll keep it real for the podcast. I'm all for, I guess I have to die on the sword of using my own terminology.
Oh god.
Okay, so I'm all for getting railed by a big bitch, okay? But Savathun,
nigga.
Savathun,
bro.
Savathun?
She built like a hive statue right now.
Look, I was more okay when y'all were saying the same shit about what's her name from Resident Evil Village.
Bro,
look, at least I kind of understood that.
Niggas.
I kind of understood that. Okay, she was mid at best, but I get it. She's like 8 feet tall. Okay, I get it. But Savathun?
Really, my jigga, bro?
Really, my jigga?
Really?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, this article is atrocious. Booth, babes, titty armors, big ass.
Did bring us to the next topic?
Yeah,
I don't even.
Yeah, I'm out, bro. I'm out. I'm clocking out.
I'm out,
Jigga,
bro.
Please. Oh my god.
Jigga, is you stupid?
Jigga, is you stupid? Oh my god. All right. Okay. Apparently, Discord music bot is banned.
Which one?
I guess Groovy. Is that what it's called?
Okay.
I'm never in Discord calls, so I wouldn't know. But apparently, Google-owned YouTube is starting to crack down on Discord music bots. The search giant has sent a cease and desist to owners of the popular Groovy bot, which lets Discord users play music from YouTube videos and is installed more than 16 million Discord servers. Google wants the service gone within 7 days, and Groovy is complying to shut down.
Oh my god, they're pulling a Nintendo?
Bro, yeah.
They're pulling a Nintendo, dude. That's so lame.
Yeah, and it's shutting down on August the 30th.
I don't really care about music bots and servers. I honestly don't care about most Discord bots. They don't really matter. They don't add anything. But like, bro, it's like how Nintendo is talking about if you're emulating our Nintendo Entertainment System games, we're gonna sue you. And it's like, bro, these games haven't made you money in like 30 years, and you're not gonna re-release them because you're dicks. So shut up.
Yeah. Cocksuckers.
Like, stop fucking crying. YouTube's free. It's a free platform. Why are you mad about music bots?
Yeah, like it's violation of our terms of service, including modifying the service and using it for commercial purposes. I'm like, nigga, why? Okay, I don't get. There's so many other platforms.
Do you have to pay to use? So I'm pretty sure you don't have to pay to use the bot. I'm pretty sure there are no bots on Discord you have to pay for.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for that.
Now they might have offered like a Patreon thing or something, like you can send us money, and I guess theoretically you can use the law to the extent of portraying that as for profit, but that's still very sketchy. That don't make no damn sense.
Yeah.
That don't make no damn sense.
Bro, this is a business move, to be honest, because if they were like, you know what, screw GroovyBot, let's make something with Discord. How about you and I, Discord, let's come together and let's figure out something, because clearly people want this. Like, there's a selling point behind this. Like, instead of taking away something, you niggas go against it because it doesn't go with
make it be like
terms of service.
Yeah, make it be like a part of paying for like
yeah, like you can make money, bro. This is a business decision move, bro.
But nah, they some pussies is what they is,
bro.
What it seemed like.
Dang, man. I can. A lot of people use this stuff because I remember seeing a lot of people playing like YouTube music through the call, and I'm like, what? And then GroovyBot, but
I mean,
that
Discord.
sucks.
The best use for Discord music bots is playing music that, say you're playing like D&D online. You're in a Discord call, or like a Discord server for your D&D match or D&D game. Oh no, I said match. Then you can use that the bot to play music that everybody can hear that like relates to whatever's going on.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
really
much,
the.
yeah.
I mean, like that's the only use I can think of, but still, it's like that's kind of a big thing, a big deal.
Yeah, like you're kind of hoeing niggas, but okay.
Yeah, you're kind of a giant fucking dickhead, you know. Kind of super stupid and bitchmade.
Bro. Saying the hard art on the daily, bro. That's crazy.
Facts. It's kind of absurd.
Anyway,
yeah.
There's more. So apparently student loans are being dropped. Another college cancels student debt. Apparently so HBCU, which you love to see something black people getting something. So South Carolina State University will cancel 9.8 million of student debt for 2,500 students. South Carolina State, the state's only public historically black college university, will clear student account balances for continuing students who are struggling financially due to COVID-19 pandemic. And
kind of pog?
Yeah, and so it's actually the American Rescue Plan, and I guess if they didn't, I don't know, this is kind of old news, but I mean, they should be also sending stimulus checks to all the students. I got mine, so I was like, okay, cool. At least something. So if you didn't get your student loan or your debt, cleared, you at least get a stimulus check, I guess. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting how this just came out of nowhere. And it was an HBCU, so I was like, you know what? You love to see it. Like, come on, bro. Let's go. God dang. For once. Not Harvard, like, oh my God, I got so much fucking student loan debt, like 100,000, after I'm making over 8 fucking figures a year complaining about student loan debt. Man, we got to get Jerome out the hood and then out the debt, bruh, and out child support.
I don't know if we should get him out of that one.
Yeah, because,
he kind of owes a lot of money in child support. He definitely a deadbeat.
Yeah. I would not even be one of them niggas that would be like, yo, free this nigga, because nigga, he kind of a killer, bro.
He probably did that.
He probably did that.
No,
he probably did that.
In some scenarios, I'm gonna say free my nigga, but in other scenarios, I'm gonna be like, you know what? He definitely killed people.
He did kill people.
I don't know about that. He knew what he was getting into.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. Pretty much wanted to share that. So I got a Tesla bot update. So I don't even know if you listened to episode 24 yet.
I do know about the Tesla bot though.
Okay,
I didn't listen to episode 24 yet, but I did.
So in episode 24, I kind of brought it up, just kind of informing about it. So at that time, I didn't know much about it until recently. Shout out the home. Well, I don't know him, but like I just call everybody homie. Everyone I fuck with. Shout out the homie MKBHD. He did a video on it, kind of explaining about it and all that stuff. And so he made some good points. So pretty much he was kind of. So now he actually talked with Elon Musk before. I think he does like interviews and stuff too with these famous celebrities. So he talked with them, and so he gets his mindset and understanding like why Elon Musk is Elon Musk. But this one, he didn't really agree with him doing the human bot thing. He made a good point, which actually kind of got backlash in his comment section, where he was saying we don't really need a human bot trying to do human things and being built in a human. We already have robots in our household that we live with, like our vacuum.
We are so, and it's like that gives the capacity of human robots taking human jobs, and it's just like
the
nigga, we already broke.
Yeah, we already broke, nigga. Like, you want Detroit become human, come to life, nigga?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so I do know that the specs of the bot mean that if that were to happen, then that wouldn't be a huge issue on some Detroit shit, because like I know a lot of niggas meme the whole what if the robot start killing niggas type thing, but it's like I'm pretty sure it has like minimal like stats in that aspect, right?
There's no,
like, I'm pretty sure it's like it doesn't process super fast, and I'm pretty sure it's not super strong either.
Yeah.
So I know that there is only a handful of jobs it could do, so like it's not like it'll take every fucking job in the world or anything. But it's like that is something to think about going forward, is like employers already love having robots over human workers because they don't have to pay as much. And so like that's an issue we're already kind of seeing. So if you're making like these type of robots, then it's possible that you could do something like that in specific fields that just eliminate the need for human work entirely.
Yeah, and it causes a dynamic, because I don't know if you've been to Taco Bell or any of these fast food restaurants where now they're making it where it's like, even with Walmart self-checkout, and like the same thing with the fast food, when you go and dine in, you don't have that cashier register at the register. You have the iPad, and then you do that.
No, I actually disagree in some aspects, though. Like, I think robots in the workforce aren't a terrible idea, solely for dangerous jobs.
Yeah.
Things that humans have to do because it's a necessity, but it's dangerous for them to do, right? Like, dealing with certain energy sources, for example. Like nuclear energy and stuff like that. Or like, uncovering like shit that's been lost, like underwater and stuff.
Yeah, like, or like installing cell phone towers, and you gotta like climb all the way up there and all that stuff.
Yeah. It's like that. At that point, I understand the need to replace a human workforce for that, and it's like, it sucks that people would be losing their job for that, obviously, but it's ridiculous to think that their paycheck is worth more than their life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see
okay.
the issues.
So he made a good point also, where it's like, also it's like you're programming this robot to look like a human, do human things around the household, but it's like you already have individual robots in our, like, we already have individual robots in our house now. Why won't we just focus on upgrading those individual pieces in the house to do
it's wasteful.
better than trying to get a AI thing to do the most smallest of tasks, smallest of the details, that takes forever just to get it to do that.
And I mean, like I said, it's not like the robots are super strong, so anything that you really need help with, it's still not going to be able to help you with it, because like I'm pretty sure it can't lift like a couch.
Yeah, it can't. Yeah,
like it has no, its grip strength is very small. So like it's literally just there to be like, oh yeah, let me grab this drink for you or something, and it's like, what is the point of this? This is wasteful, when there are so many other things that we have in the household that you could focus on upgrading that would be more efficient to upgrade and also would matter more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, Elon Musk is the type of character to where like if he can do something, he's gonna do it. Like he's gonna do it because he can, not because he should. Right. So like, he's like, I could make a robot that look like a human and does human things. So he was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a robot that look like a human and do human things.
Yeah. And dude, the self-driving car is like a robot in a way, so it's like, dog, won't you just focus all your energy trying to making that better than it already is?
Focus on making that not a liability.
Yeah.
Rather than just creating a new liability.
Yeah, because, man, like the specific things, if I said, yo, Tesla bot, pick up that dirty rag from the floor and I need you to go throw that in the hamp, and then I need you to go do this and do that. Like, it's like there's a lot of coding in, like, it just has to be very specific. And
it doesn't process stupid fast, so there's there are odds that you would legitimately just overwork the damn thing.
Yeah, like, and then on top of it, that is the easiest thing to me to pick up that dirty rag and throw it in the laundry.
There is no reason for this to exist.
Yeah, I don't get it, but like you said, that's Elon, so And then there was a lot of people saying, disagreeing, like, that doesn't make sense. If we can make a robot to do everything, then why we complain about that? And and there's obviously, like we said, like there's good things of having robots to do stuff for us. But that's the thing. Like there's certain situations where we already have a vacuum that cleaner that cleans by itself. Like we already have a dishwasher. Let's make a dishwasher better. Like I don't know. It's just things like that we need to focus more on versus trying to make something entirely different. So yeah.
Let's make dishwashers that actually clean after more than a year of use.
Yeah, like let's make them actually do their job.
Let's make bigger / more quieter like Roombas or something.
Yeah.
Like literally just whatever.
Bro, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was interesting. Dude, okay, so I'm almost done with these.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, so Donda reportedly made 12 million out of the 3 live streaming events.
That doesn't surprise me. Cameron Conway was actually like he watched it.
Oh, same here. Was he there?
And no.
Okay.
He wasn't there, but he was watching it, and he said that it was really good. I didn't get to watch it. I was busy.
Was it the first one or the second one or the third one?
It was the third one.
Okay, I didn't do the third one. I only did the second one.
Yeah, it was the most recent one, the one that happened like it was a few days ago.
Yeah.
He said it was really good.
I bet, because the second one's pretty legit too. Hopefully it sounds better. Okay, I heard a lot where they took off Jay-Z, replaced him with DaBaby on his one verse, and they removed Kid Cudi's verse. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, that like yeah.
I understand like shit's gonna be shifting obviously because none of it's been finalized. Replacing Jay-Z on a song doesn't make much sense to me, but maybe he's gonna have Jay-Z on a different song.
I think that's what happened. Sense. But I don't know. I guess a lot of people weren't messing it because the recent like allegations and stuff with DaBaby. So they were like,
yeah, I understand that. I understand that. I mean, to be fair, there is a good reason why people are kind of upset at DaBaby right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like you gotta. I don't know. I'm a very separate the art from the artist person. Because I don't believe supporting an art means you're supporting the artist.
Yeah.
Because like, all right, how about this? I watch. This is gonna. If I twist this, you're gonna understand. You're gonna see both sides. Check it. So everybody knows about the author of Rurouni Kenshin, but if you don't, he got fined hella money because he had a shit ton of child porn on his computer, right?
Ugh.
But Rurouni Kenshin's a classic. It's goated. So I might be wrong if I watch Rurouni Kenshin because I might be supporting the artist. That'd be fucked up, right?
Yeah.
What if I told you I was watching it on a pirate website?
Yeah, like I'm not really.
Am I still supporting the artist?
Yeah, I'm not really like giving him any royalties or anything.
What if I told you I wanted to read the manga? Oh well, you're supporting the artist by buying the manga. What if I bought it from a third-party seller on eBay?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're no longer supporting it. See, I think there are ways to see art that you like without directly supporting an artist.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's just a tool you got to use. And as fucked up as it is to advocate for that, obviously, right? Like, I don't think you should be pirating stuff. I don't think you should be going out of your way to do things to hoe creators. It's like, if a creator has a hand in something that you like or can appreciate, then you should find a way to like or appreciate it. You shouldn't let another person control your liking of said thing.
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I fucking hate Rurouni Kenshin all of a sudden because of what he did. I'm gonna look down on him, be like, what a fucking jackass, but then I'm going to order a fucking manga volume off of some nigga on Amazon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like it's like you'll find a way to appreciate art that you like if you truly like it. And I don't think that has to involve the creator of said art, because, you know, art lives beyond its creator, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many times do we recognize something as a classic or something as goated when it's done by somebody that is no longer alive? Think about recent examples: Mac Miller, X,
Mm-hmm.
fucking Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Their art outlived them, but we can still look at the art and be like, wow, this is great. This is a classic piece of media.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that I don't think you have to necessarily support an artist to support the art. Which is why I've never truly understood the argument. And like, to an extent, I can see both sides, right? Because like, obviously, if the artist does something fucked up, that's just something you're going to be thinking about. Like, that's just unavoidable.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, you shouldn't let somebody else ruin your enjoyment of a thing, if it's something you truly enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say on that, though.
Yeah. Real talk. And yeah, there's a lot of weird things that happen with this. I guess the third event, because I guess, you know, you heard how like him and Kim divorced and stuff, and I remember listening to the second event, and he had a song about that and stuff. And now the third one, I didn't see it, but I saw on Twitter where Kim was wearing like this. People were saying it was like a wedding dress, but it was just like this all white like robe or whatever, and it was like just dragging on the floor as she walks. Then she has like the, I guess, the bride and gown thing, or like, you know, the whole setup, but her whole face was covered by like, I guess, the gown as well. I don't know. It was a weirder looking wedding dress, if that was a wedding dress, I guess. But since Kanye already looks crazy, I guess
since it's Kanye, I would just assume that it's theatrics. Because I mean, it's well known that they're still on good terms, even though they're not, you know, even though they're divorced, they're still on good terms. So like,
but I guess the thing is, people are speculating that they remarried because I guess they were holding hands and whatnot, and they were together, and that I guess they speculated that was a wedding dress, and I didn't see anything other than that, and I saw like a church. They had a church in the middle of the stadium, and apparently he was on fire. Church was on fire. Like, I don't know. There was like a lot that happened, but they were walking away holding hands or something. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I couldn't tell you, but it was just, that's the people came to see this event happen. Even if the third event, maybe that wasn't like the finalized version of Donda, whatever it was, like that people came to see that and spent money, and my boy banked off of that. And I think the idea is great, because I would love to see, like, if my favorite artist, like let's say like Earl Sweatshirt, was like, yo, I'm hosting this event, streaming unreleased stuff, just letting you know it's just unreleased, not the final version. I would like to see the progress he's made so far. Like, I think that's a cool idea. I just think that like Kanye doing it, especially if he, like, apparently Rolling Loud, he had a opportunity to be there, or he was supposed to be there, he canceled, and a lot of people paid tickets to come see him. So then when they found out he last minute canceled on that day, they were just like, dang, now I gotta, because so one part of it is like, oh yeah, I'll support the other artists, but like, bro, we came to see you, bro, and you're not pulling up. And I just kind of like, it's just not even if you don't care about sponsors or whatever the intent, just keep your word on certain things, man. If you just want to be rambunctious, like, just do whatever you want to do, go ahead, bro. But just, like, don't waste people's time, bro. Don't waste people's monies, man, because we want to genuinely support you, bro. But nah, that nigga's banking, because Jesus, 12 million? Damn.
I respect it.
Yeah, and apparently he also made a name change where he now calls himself Ye.
Yeah, that's been in place for a while.
And yeah, I guess he finally got it legalized, so
sick.
That is interesting. And then on top of it, he also made I don't know if you heard the Yeezy speakers.
No.
Apparently, he made Yeezy speakers, but you can actually like change the song, like customize the song, like loop it back, like if it was like a turntable or something like that.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a sick concept.
Yeah, that's actually dope. So yeah, he's banking, so that's Kanye news, so yeah, not surprised. And I guess last but not least, there's this virus called the Joker virus, and apparently it was here before because it now returned back to Android. And the virus is capable to empty your bank accounts without you even noticing.
Yep. I can actually talk on this a little bit because this thing always comes up when we talk about stuff like this.
Oh god.
Mudahar, Some Ordinary Gamers.
Mm-hmm.
He did a video on it recently. Where he talked about how boiled down, and like I'd have to rewatch it because like, you know, I didn't intake the full thing because obviously I just don't know enough about the cyber field. But essentially boiled down, what it does is it does like it falsifies SMS information, which would be like your phone information. And it uses that to basically send checks, not checks in the sense of money, but like checking, like, you know, checking on something. It can check on stuff at banks related to the SMS and slowly siphon stuff out, I guess, in theory. So like, for example, spread across multiple networks or like multiple phones, it's insanely powerful. Because if I told you that, okay, one phone's infected with it, well, shit, now every so-and-so or every however many times they do it, however long they do it, this person loses 10 cents out of their bank account. And it's like, well, a nigga lost 10 cents. That sucks, but like, it's not gonna end the world. It's not breaking the bank. But if I told you that network was over 10,000 phones.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, that's not 10 cents no more. That's 10 cents for each person. But that's 10,000 persons.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking cash.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting.
Yeah, it hides in like the Google Play, like multiple applications on the Google Play Store.
Which is why anything that is not an official application from a company that you recognize is something that you shouldn't download on the App Store of any sort.
Yeah, like
whether it be iOS or the Google Play Store.
I think that's like 101. Y'all need to understand. Like,
look, I know about the mobile gaming field. Okay, I get it. I play a shit ton of gacha games. Just think the gacha games. Those are their own virus, but still. Just take the gacha games. Like, sure, man, they'll steal money from you because you'll develop a gambling addiction. But at least you have the opportunity to try to stop that.
Yeah.
Man, like, because every company that makes gacha games is generally, not always, but generally it's well recognized, right? Like, we know that it's Bandai working on half of these fucking anime gacha games. We know that it's fucking, the niggas that made Genshin, I forget what their name is, but you know they made what is it, Honkai and Grand Blue? No, it was Honkai that they made, and fucking Arknights, I believe. No, Arknights is made by the niggas that made Grand Blue. It's a weird convoluted web, but essentially it's all these publishers that people recognize that were working on these gacha games. It's not,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like you gotta be able to recognize that.
Yeah, just you got Google, man. Like, search it up before you start.
Yeah, look at just that. You should be doing that with literally anything that you do, anyways, dude. It's crazy how you can get information on literally anything that you deal with on a daily basis by looking it up, bro.
Yeah, like it's really that easy, bro.
If I don't care if I'm looking for a game or I'm about to secure a fucking business deal, I'm looking stats up on this nigga.
Yeah.
I'm looking up the name of the person I'm doing this business deal with. I'm looking up the company that made this game I want to get into.
Yep. Yeah.
It don't matter what it extends to. It's just you need information. It's such a powerful fucking tool.
It is, really.
Man. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, y'all be safe out there, because that's one thing I give Apple props to, because clearly they don't allow nothing. Like, they're very heavy on security. That's why you can't really do YouTube to MP3 stuff. You gotta like download it through the computer, and so it's like they're very heavy on that. Android is more like, you know, obviously Android phones, they use Linux OS operating system. Most Android phones do. So like,
which
you can
is
do
funny
developer modes and stuff like that.
It's funny because Linux itself is probably the most safe and secure way to use a desktop computer.
Yeah.
Even though Linux for a phone OS is actually a terrible idea, but it's the easiest way to do it and the best way to do it.
Yeah.
In terms of efficiency.
Mm-hmm. So
that's just a trade-off that you take. But like, I don't know. I think in the future, when I get like a solid PC build, I'm probably gonna switch all my stuff over to like Linux and shit, and try to run all of my stuff through that, and then just run VMs for all my other shit.
Sounds like a plan.
Just because it's a lot more secure, a lot safer. I also, low key, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust. This is gonna sound absurd, but like, don't trust any YouTube sponsor, bro. Don't trust any YouTube sponsor you see, bro.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
for example, any of the VPNs that YouTubers get sponsored by? Those are the ones that have the biggest names, so they get hacked the most.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, there's like legitimate stats on like Nord and stuff, them getting hacked. But there's also a lot of YouTubers are, you know, obviously we know the crypto scams going around right now.
Yeah, that's that weird.
A lot of YouTubers involved with those. Mainly YouTubers involved with those, actually. You're getting scammed. That is securities fraud.
Mm.
What else is there? There's a few companies that sponsor people that are like, they're companies, they are brands, so it's like that's fine, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But all these like all the stuff specifically relating to the internet that is a general sponsor of YouTubers is not something to be trusted. Nothing crypto related, nothing like, I mean, the VPNs aren't a bad idea, but I would do more research on VPNs before deciding which one to do.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to hack something that's more well known, so you know that more users are on it. That's like just stuff of that nature.
Yeah, no credit card companies.
No,
I've seen a lot of YouTubers do sponsors with that because of the bag, but I'm like, dude, you're letting children, like the people that watch this, sign up for credit cards and screw them over because of that.
No.
And I don't know what is up with niggas, but credit cards are not loans, bro. They're not. Credit cards are to help build your credit, bro. They're not for something where I need quick cash, bro. So don't. Anyone who's thinking that, please don't.
No.
You'll screw up your credit.
Do not fuck around with the powers that be like that.
Yeah.
Do not do it. Do not do it.
Yeah.
You will ruin your life.
The only credit card company I trust is Capital One. Other than that, I'm not even, bruh.
And again, this is one of those things where research, just get the knowledge, get the information on it.
Yeah, trust me.
You gotta look into shit, man. Multiple sources.
Bruh. Because I'm not even gonna lie, there was a few moments where I'm like, I need money. And yeah, I had to do research, bro. And Google, man, when you find like 20 sources, like if you got a really deep dive, when you find 20 sources saying the same thing, 10 out of 10 they kind of spitting, bro. They kind of spitting.
Honestly, bro. if you find 5 sources that say the same thing and one source that says something different, believe the 5 sources every time.
Yeah, like just 5 plus up, bro. Nah, that's how you know. Like, okay.
Now if it's like a 5 to 3 or a 5 to 2, then maybe it is an opinionated or differential thing.
Mm-hmm.
But generally, the bigger number is the correct one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Generally speaking.
Yeah.
The 5-to-1 odds are not odds worth playing with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, don't, bruh. Like, don't do that credit card stuff because you actually genuinely, like, even signing up for a credit card and you canceling it can actually mess up with your, you lose points on your credit score. And I realized that too. So if you need like just a one time, I need cash, like, nigga, you better go to a pawn shop, start pawning off some shit, or you go take out a
eBay,
loan from your bank or something, because that is like
get into something that would be not necessarily quick money but easy money. Get into something that would be easy small money.
Yeah.
Like easy like small amounts. So like invest very small amounts, obviously responsibly, but invest those and see if you can get any kind of return on those for just a little bit of something. Also, don't believe any. Okay, hold up. No, this is a topic now. Don't believe any nigga on the internet. No content creator, no YouTuber, not even a nigga who swears on his life he's a professional unless he has the credentials to back it up. Do not believe any nigga dealing with these any kind of trading, any of this forex trading shit, any of this crypto trading shit, any of that. No.
Man.
Do not believe any of that. You're being Ponzi'd, okay? Do not believe any of that shit.
Yeah.
Ever. Okay? We got these niggas talking about I can get you 10x your investment. No, they can't.
No,
they can't. That's cap.
Sir, cap's a lot.
You're getting scammed. Do not. You cannot.
Yikes. It's so easy to tell, like, they're bullcrapping, bro. Like, and people fall for it, bro.
People fall for it because people are desperate, man. The people that fall for it are the people that you should be feeling the worst for, because it's like these are the niggas in the worst of the worst situations, or they're just dumb kids. And it's like either way, that is like terrible.
Yeah.
That they're getting hoed for that. Like, because they don't know any better, because either one, they're a kid so they don't know shit, or two, they're fucking desperate. They're in a situation where they cannot make ends meet and need this money.
Yeah. Man.
So it's just like, fuck off.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I guess, that's a good episode, but I guess before we go, I'll talk about a little something that I meant to bring up earlier, but I forgot. I read through the entirety of Chainsaw Man in one night. I read all of Chainsaw Man. And I think that Chainsaw Man is really good. Usually I'd have said, hey, it might be overhyped or people are gassing it up too much.
Okay.
That shit kind of fire. That shit fire. So I can't wait. Crossing my fingers, I can't wait for the anime, but it is being animated by Studio Mappa, and that always means bad things. So, I'm crossing my fingers that it'll be good, but I'm not holding my breath. Because if you get Studio Mappa, it's going to be animated and drawn perfectly, amazingly. The issue is, you get Mappa if you know your series is shit and need good animation to cover it up. So, I'm going in with a grain of salt, but manga, very, very good. I understand the hype.
There's a lot of shows like people are probably looking for and like mangas too to read.
Yeah. Chainsaw Man, I highly recommend it, man. Part 2 I think comes out later this year. Chainsaw Man's really good. It's a lot of information to take in. I'll give a brief overview, I guess. It's not a shonen, but you can tell that the guy who made it is very influenced by shonen writing. It's definitely a seinen though. But it's as with most shonen of like the early 2000s, so post Big 3, a lot of them start off as gag series that get more serious over time. Like how or even like the early 80s shonen, you know, like Kaneko Man started off as a gag series that turned into a shonen. Hitman Reborn, Medaka Box, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And it's like you know, it starts off as a gag series, dark comedy, of course. It's dark comedy, but it's still comedy nonetheless.
Yeah.
And then it progressively gets steeper and steeper until you get introduced to the plot about 30, 40 chapters in. Maybe even 20. It's not that many. And it's a really well-written series, man. I even think that the main character is one of my favorite main characters in, like, anything.
Nice.
Because, first off, he's a very honest man. Okay, he's a very honest guy. And you realize that he's a hero, but not because he has good intentions or motivations. In fact, he doesn't even consider himself a hero. He explains his motivations and goes, I know I'm no hero for it. But then you see him saving people and all this other stuff, and you realize that he does that on instinct. That's just how he is as a person. Which makes it significantly cooler to me. But obviously his intentions, like, his motivations are rooted in the fact that it started as a gag manga, because, like, his motivations, you know, they start off small. It's like, you know, he grew up broke, so he's like, I want a nice place to live, or I want good food. And then eventually it evolves into him meeting, you know, one of the main characters, who's a girl, obviously, and him going, well, one of my dreams is to have my first kiss, and then later on down the line, it's like, okay, I'm trying to fuck this bitch, right?
Dang.
And it's like he acknowledges that his motivations aren't good intended, but you realize that him saving these people and doing these nice things, like, that's just who he is as a person, which makes it significantly cooler in my opinion. But, and his powers are sick, man.
Yeah, can't hate on that.
Chainsaw Man. He turns into chainsaws. His arms chainsaws. His legs chainsaws. His head chainsaw. Okay? It's cool. Man. It's just cool. You can throw the chains of the chainsaw out to, like, snag it onto people. Bro.
Oh.
I will say that I do have a few issues. I think a lot of the characters are really good, but some of them take a while to like get used to, and some of the side characters that should matter don't. Like, for example, and I can talk about this because it's barely spoiling anything, okay? But there's a character that gets introduced later on, and she is part of, basically, there's this one bitch who's a main character at one point who has a harem of 4 demon bitches, right? The 4 demon bitches are like funny gag characters, right? They're side characters, they're gag characters, they're part of this bitch's harem.
Yeah.
But this one demon girl, her powers are so cool and so broken that I'm so mad she was a side character, because you could have done so much with it. Because her power is, she is the Cosmos Devil. Her ability is, like, and there's, like, this whole bit where, like, the only word she can say is Halloween, right? That's, like, the whole bit. Like, that's how she talks. She just says Halloween all the time. Then you realize, later on, she uses her power on somebody. You find out the power of the Cosmos Devil, which is, she can talk to you while in your mind, first off. So she can talk to you if you're in her power. Ooh, second off, the ability is to give you infinite knowledge. She gives you the knowledge of everything that is, was, or ever will be. But your mind is so fucked that the only word you can say after knowing all that is Halloween.
What the hell?
And it's like, that power is so sick. But she's a fucking joke character?
Oh, they just made it as like, she's not that much.
It's like, you can do so much with that, dude. Power. Power is one of the main characters. She's sick. Power's fucking cold. I love her. She's sick. Denji, that's the main character. Love that nigga. He's sick. Aki, kind of a dickhead, but he's the only straight man. He's the straight man and he's the only human. So, he's sick, you know, eventually. Kobeni. Everybody likes Kobeni. My least favorite character in the series. She's a bitch. And by that, I mean not a bitch in the mean way. I mean, she's scared of everything. And I get it. She's just a human. She has anxiety. You know, they try to capture that. They try to capture her as if she's coming from the perspective of the viewer. I like that. I think that's a cool concept. I think you can do a lot with that. I think the issue The issue is that she has no reason to be as involved as she is at the beginning. Later on, when she gets involved again, she's no longer part of the main crew, and like she just got hoed and dragged back in the situation. That's fine. And it's even fine that she's a bitch then. It's even fine that she's a pussy then. But before that, hate that bitch. That bitch has no reason to be there. I don't like her. Fuck her. I don't like Kobeni. I don't understand why everybody likes her. I don't like her. Okay. Makima, also hate that bitch, but she's one of the most well-written villains I've ever seen in anything.
Okay.
She's sick. But I hate that broad. And then there's Reze, who... Reze is not my favorite character. Nor is Reze my favorite girl. However, Reze is what I might call the most attractive of the females. Possibly. I'm gonna leave that at that. Just know I fuck with that Russian bitch.
Jesus.
And then, to nobody's surprise, my favorite character is the Angel. Now, people may be wondering, why is that your favorite character? I have two answers to that. One, very, very well written. Two, I'm fucking gay. What do you expect? What do you expect?
What?
You want me to give you a better answer than that?
Why you say it like that? I'm fucking gay, bro. Like,
just what did you expect? Of course, that's the reason I like the character. The Angel Devil is my favorite character in Chainsaw Man. The concept of his abilities are sick, as hoed as it is. The character's written super well. His past is sick, writing wise, and he's a fucking femboy. So like, am I not gonna be a fan of this character? What do you take me for? Take me for a fucking narc? Look, man.
Jesus.
Just cause I can't control when I go to sleep sometimes, don't make me a fucking narc. Okay.
All right.
That's narcolepsy. Okay.
All right. You said it. Okay.
That's my favorite character. That's.
Well, this sounds promising. I'll definitely do a reaction when the anime
Chainsaw
comes
Man.
out.
Yes, I do recommend watching the anime. Now, if Mappa fucks it up, well, it's not even Mappa's fault if it gets fucked up. It's just I know Mappa's involved in so many shit shows. That was Yasuke. That was God of High School. That's fucking. They're the reason that people like Jujutsu Kaisen as much as they do. Okay. They funnily enough started. They got Mappa to be the animation studio once Attack on Titan's story started going downhill. Surprise, surprise. Anytime niggas know that a series has a shit story or they fucked up somehow, they go get Mappa. They're gonna animate it, make it look nice, so people just don't think about it.
It's kind of hoed if you think about it.
It is, because Mappa had big problems with like overworking their people and not paying enough. And it's like, on one hand, yes, the corporation should have been paying more and they were dicks for it. But at the same time, when you're getting Mappa to do everything in the industry, what do you expect?
That is kind of hoed.
So I'm not holding my breath for Chainsaw Man, but I really want the anime to be good because I really like the manga. Okay. And if it is good, then with Mappa's animation and drawing or an art style, it'll be beautiful. It'll be great. Cause some of the fights in there are so good. Okay. But I don't know. I don't know if I believe that it'll be good yet. So yeah, that's about all I gotta say on it.
All right.
Any parting words, Josh?
Follow the socials. Hopefully, I think by the time when this comes out, I should be already with better internet. So I'm gonna start doing promos. So you guys, if you want to support Black business and see us grow, pull through, and hopefully we get some more viewers. And if you are a new viewer, welcome to the brigade. I reassure you. Okay, look, this is This is not what you think it is, because some people may come in at certain moments and be like, yo, this is y'all? Nah, bruh. We are just entertainers, bruh. We here to make you enjoy yourself. So please do take a seat, grab some popcorn, whatever snack you like, and chill. You know what I'm saying? Support black business. Follow the Twitter. Especially if we start getting more followers, we'll start updating people there. Since you know, we're not gonna just like, that's gonna be a while before if we actually had an update about something. So if you want like real time update, Twitter, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll see how it goes with promo, see if we get more people. And if you are new, check us out, you know, check out the other episodes. By the time you should be seeing this, I actually just I update. Last episode I informed y'all that I'm been timestamping each of the episodes, so I would think all the way up to episode 12 everything timestamped. So if you guys want to go back to certain moments of the episodes that we've already done so far, you can do that. So yeah, go back, feel free. If you're new, go back to the timestamps, see other clips and moments. Maybe they'll get you more inclined to watch the full episodes, and maybe even episode 1. So we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
All right. With that, remember, there's no more heroes. It's kill or be killed. I'll see y'all later.